talking about Bible prophecy in Matthew chapter 24. I've been through that many times and just gone over with the people so they can stay in their mind, while we are in Bible prophecy. All right, in verse 3, and Jesus said, in verse 3, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? See, the disciple wanted to know, when shall these things be? They asked Jesus a question. And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So Jesus answered them. See, he went through all the detail, all what could be happen, like nation rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, all these stuff. And see the abomination that making, they gonna persecute you and all that. You're talking about the people that gonna be here at the end time. The disciple knew they wasn't gonna be here because it was for many days, because man's life is only 70 years, now, what God give them, 70 years. But by strength, they go to 80 years. Some make a little over 80 years, some 100, but the average life is like 70 years. A lot of black people don't make it to 70 years. But the average life, what God give them, 70 years. All right, and verse 4, and Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. See, I told you to take heed that no man deceive you, because they're going to have great deception. That's like we are now. We have many false prophets. They jump to the end too quick, saying that Jesus Christ is going to be coming pretty soon, a year or two or whatever, 3 years. And verse 5 says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. See, this is saying, using this name. Just like those false prophets use, like Hananiah and prophets in Jeremiah time. Verse, I think it's in Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 14, talking about these false prophets. They come in his name. And verse 6 saying, Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See, if you're hearing of wars, it could be wars for real. This could be rumors, like intending on going to fight and all. And a lot of times they don't fight, That's rumors. Just hearing that. Not necessarily be so. And so ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, the Lord telling you the end is not yet. And you got to go through all the detail, all what's going to be happening. Verse 7, it said, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. See, it's like we see here now. See, we used to be one nation under God. There's no more that anymore. See, the Democrats against the Republican. See, we divided now. Pay attention. You see how they be marching down the street, having riot down the street, the Democrat Party against the Republican Party. See, the people just brainwashed. It's supposed to be one nation under God, but it's no longer one nation. You're going to be fighting kingdom against kingdom, like we have in two kingdoms in this country. The Democrat Party is one kingdom, and the Republican Party is one kingdom. And just like in Venezuela, they have two presidents. See, watch when we're going to have the election, how it going to be all type of mess about counting the vote and all that. See, they're divided. See, They lose the election, the other one gonna say, oh, I won. The other one gonna say, I won. They're gonna be divided. People are gonna be start fighting and going on. Like it was in the Civil War. That's why I've been telling you that for many years, that it's gonna be civil war over here. Our kingdom is divided. See, we have two, like it was the North was fighting against the South. See, it's like two kingdoms in one country. So if a nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. See, it's like the kingdom against kingdom. I mean, nation will rise against nation. Just like in Romania right now, Turkey fighting Romania. You know, that's nation rise against nation. See, but they say kingdom against kingdom. That's mean like then two group of people in the same country fighting each other. That's what we see here in the United States starting to happen right now. It's going to blow into civil war. That's mean kingdom against kingdom. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. And then kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine. See how it leading to famine now? You know about the coronavirus, the COVID-19. They're going to get food shortage. They're going to get worse and worse. They're going to probably shut down. They said the Democrat get in office, they'll shut down the country. You know, a lot of other countries overseas, they'll be shutting down. Some of the coronavirus get bad in the area and then they shut it down. It lead into famine. You know, all around the world it's getting like that. See. And pestilent diseases, you know, like the coronavirus, COVID-19. That's what Jesus Christ talked about. Famine, pestilence, and earthquake, you know, diverse places. Watch it, we're going to have a great earthquake pretty soon. We'll have earthquake more and more. To get around winter time, we're going to have a great earthquake. You can look out for it. See. But I said, nation arise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. You can go into like Isaiah, I think chapter 19. See, chapter 19 and verse 2. What he said, what the Lord said. Chapter 9, Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. He said, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. You see what God's saying? That's like in the United States. Same people from the same country coming against each other. Like the Democrat Party coming against the Republican Party. See? That's kingdom against kingdom. Because they're in the same country. I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. And they shall fight everyone against his brother. That's what we're seeing right here in the United States, in America. And everyone against his neighbor. Cities against cities. You see a lot of cities will come against each other. It's because some cities be Republican, some cities be Democrat that rule in the city. They had Democrat mayor and they had Republican mayor in some of them cities. So he said, they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. Cities against cities, and kingdom against kingdom. See how he said kingdom against kingdom? Same thing what Jesus Christ said in Matthew chapter 24. Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's in the same country. God said he will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. It's not two countries they're going against. It's in the same country. Pay attention what Jesus Christ was talking about. So nation shall rise against nation. You know, just like Romania is Turkey rising up against Romania. So that's nation against nation. But we also have kingdom against kingdom. I mean, people fighting against each other in the same country. What it's saying right here in verse 2, Isaiah 19 and verse 2, it said, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. You see? And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. cities against city, and kingdom against kingdom. See, it's in the same country. The Egyptian people, they go fight each other. Seems like it happening here in America. That's why we call it civil war here. See, it's like it was when our country first started, was the North against the South. Two people in the same country fighting against each other, two leaders, so-called. You know, two group of people fighting against each other in the same country. That's kingdom against kingdom. See, but that's what I wanted to show and bring to y'all, you know, today. But and Jesus Christ said after that, he said it's, you know, be pestilent, famine, pestilent, famine is food shortage, pestilent diseases like the COVID-19 coronavirus, and earthquake in diverse places. See, that's what's going to be happening. All right, in verse 8, it said, all these are the beginning of sorrow. See, people are sorry that their family died, and people are fighting each other and stuff like the street, riot in the street now. It's what they're doing right here in America. See, indeed, in verse 9 said, and they shall deliver you up to be afflicted. See, to be afflicted, it means like hardship and trial, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. See, they're going to hate you because you believe in the word of God. You'll say homosexual is wrong, transgender is wrong, abortion is wrong, adultery, fornication, all that is wrong. See, but they don't want to hear that now. See, and that's why God put the diseases on them and famine, and they're wondering why that happened. That's God's doing because of your sin. See, you promote all that. Adultery, fornication, homosexuality, transgender, same-sex marriage, all that. You promote all that. So God is punished. That's not how it only happened in America. It's happening around the world. They promote all this stuff. And God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, whole city, when the young and the old wanted to go with the two angels that came into Lot's house in Sodom. See? So God destroyed everybody, the women and the children, everybody. See, like on the news, media, they be teaching that it's okay for a little boy to be a little girl, girl to be a little boy. Even the women all be agreeing. I'll be listening to them on the radio. And that is wrong. I'm supposed to be telling your child that it's wrong. God don't want you to be like that. See? But they promote all that. And God will destroy you. That's why He destroying now with the corona. It'll get worse and worse. You know, ain't got no cure for no, that's like a biological weapon, you know. That's why there ain't no cure for AIDS. See. But this is what's happening now. You don't have no cure, no cure for the biological weapon. See. But all this must come to pass, what the Lord said. And they're going to throw you in jail, and they're going to hate you for standing up for God's word, for His name's sake. See? That's all it is. It says in verse 10, saying, then many shall be offended. See? A lot of them are going to be offended. See? They're going to be hurt, the feeling. Get the feeling hurt, and stuff like that. Because to be doing evil, and stuff like that. And they shall, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. See. And verse 10 saying, then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. This is what happening now. You see how the Democrat, Republican, especially the Democrat, be hating the Republican. Lie on them every day. This everything be going on. All the news media, like I said, like what Hitler did. took over the news media, the press. That's what they're doing now. Get control over judges and the councilors, mayor of the city and all that. That's why our city's going to rise up against each other. You know, some city be Republican mayor, some city going to be a Democrat mayor. You know, all we coming against, just like they had Democrat governor, they speak all against Trump. You know, all that's just how it is. You know, the Bible is being fulfilled right in front of your eyes. But that's all. I'm going to stop right here. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. You know, cities going to be against cities and kingdom against kingdom. Just like what God did with the Egyptians. He could set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. You know, cities going to be against cities and kingdom against kingdom. See, that's the same group of people in the same country come against each other. That's what we're seeing now. That's why I'm bringing that up to y'all. You know, God went through all the detail what could be happening in Matthew chapter 24, and then in verse 29 and 30, he tell you he's coming immediately after the tribulation. It went all down. You're going to see the abomination that make it desolate. You will get persecuted and all that, the saints. You have many false prophets, false teachers, all that. You know, they tell you all what's going to be happening. That's why a disciple came into him privately and asked him, what could be the sign of your coming of the end of the world? So Jesus Christ took time and went through all what's going to be happening. You know, how they'll persecute you and stuff. You know, people that so-called be raptured out of here, and that is not true. Jesus Christ said you're going to be persecuted, you're going to be killed. You know, not all, but some. You know, if you look at the whole Bible, the Bible clearly tell you that. You know, many will be killed. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. Don't let nobody deceive you. You know. All right. Thank y'all, and may God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom and knowledge and understanding of His Word.